Our stormy weather pattern rolls on across central and eastern Kentucky. Rounds of strong and severe thunderstorms on Live First Alert Defender coming up.
Coming up, we'll take you to southern Jessamine County, where people are cleaning up following severe thunderstorms last night.
Dozens protest a county clerk's decision to stop issuing marriage licenses.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon to you. It is another stormy afternoon out there for some folks.
Rounds of showers and storms are moving through the area, and some of them are severe. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking it all on this WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. Chris?
Yeah, big time cluster of thunderstorms gathering steam and heading right into downtown Moorhead as we speak. This is severe thunderstorm warning that is out until 5:30 for Bath, Elliott, Fleming, and Rowan counties. That's a small part of Elliott County. Strongest part of this storm is, again, ready to push into the downtown Moorhead area. And Defender is telling us this is a big hell-producing thunderstorm that is right on top of the Bath and Rowan County line. Should be over toward Lakeview Heights and Moorhead coming up within the next half hour. Strongest part of this storm, check that out, right on top of Interstate 64 and just to the south, the Salt Lick area. Getting ready to cross over into Rowan County, at least with the worst part of this storm. Downtown Moorhead as of now, look at the tremendous light show that is coming on in from the west. We have a live sky cam at Moorhead State University that we can look at here, and that's what we are seeing with that storm that is getting ready to come on into the Moorhead State area as of now, and that's on campus. We're going to be watching this because I suspect that over the next 15 to 20 minutes or so, you're going to see the visibilities coming way down, and you may also see some hail bouncing around as that storm moves into the Moorhead State area. And check out some folks that are running for cover right there in front of us with our live camera there at Moorhead State University. We're going to watch this thunderstorm and how it interacts with storms just to the north of that. That's a heavy rain signal that I'm seeing with those storms that are kind of coming together. Some local wind damage and maybe some big time hail. North of Cynthiana, back toward the Williamstown area, toward the Kentucky Speedway, and southern parts of Indiana, storms continue in those areas. And what Defender is honing in on, two distinct areas, one across southeastern Kentucky, one across northeastern parts of the area. Ladies, those two clusters of thunderstorms are slow moving, so in addition to that local severe weather threat, got to watch for the possibility of flash flooding over at least the next couple of hours. We're going to continue to watch Defender and watch that live sky cam from Moorhead State University as that severe storm rolls its way on into town.
Thank you, Chris. And this afternoon, storms are rolling through as people try to clean up from last night's severe weather.
Winds knock down trees, even buildings in Jessamine County. WKYT's Mike Linden shows us the damage in our top story at 5.
Just after 5 o'clock last night, severe thunderstorms blew through the bluegrass. In Jessamine County, people in the Talbot subdivision off of Jewel Pike are still cleaning up.
A lot of tree damage, and I'm glad it didn't hit the house.
Jessamine County emergency management officials say wind gusts above 55 miles per hour snapped century-old trees throughout the southern part of the county. For Highland and her home, the damage could have been much worse. Highland says while her home did lose power last night, she wasn't sure as to why that was the case. That was until she came outside later that evening and found a tree limb resting on top of a power line next to her home. And she says with more strong storms on the way this week, she's concerned that additional tree limbs could fall onto the line.
With storms, though, being promised all this week, it'll be interesting. Hopefully more limbs or trees won't come down.
Just down the road from Highland, a custom-built home work site was damaged when the winds blew through. Neighbors monitoring the wind speeds say it's the fastest they've ever recorded.
Yesterday I was inside when the thing came through and it said 57.7 miles per hour.
EMA officials say of the damaged 2 buildings, none had people inside at the time of the storms and no injuries were reported. In Jessamine County, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Emergency management officials say straight-line winds are most likely to blame for the damage off of Highway 68.
Dozens of protesters gathered outside a county clerk's office this morning. The group is upset that Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis is now refusing to issue marriage licenses because of her objection to same-sex marriage. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is at the live desk with the controversy. Kristen?
Jennifer, County Clerk Kim Davis says she can't put her name on a marriage license for same-sex couples because same-sex marriage goes against what she believes. Davis is no longer issuing marriage licenses to any couples in Rowan County. Governor Steve Beshear and protesters say Davis is obligated by law to honor the Supreme Court's decision. Dozens protested Davis's decision outside the Rowan County Courthouse today. They say the clerk is holding human rights hostage.
If she continues to protest that, our plan moving forward is to see what legal actions that we can take.
Davis wouldn't talk on camera for fear she'll receive even more hate mail than she already has. She says couples can go to other counties for marriage licenses. At the live desk, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
We know of at least one same-sex couple denied a license in Moorhead today.
A summer tradition might be looking for a new home. A meeting to discuss the future of the Dirt Bowl basketball tournament begins in about 30 minutes. It comes after a shooting killed one person and injured 4 others during tournament games at Douglas Park June 21st. WKYT's Monique Blair has more on the debate.
The Dirt Bowl Basketball League has been a staple each summer out here in Douglas Park for more than 30 years. But after 5 people were shot out here a little more than a week ago, questions are being raised whether or not the league should continue to be hosted here. 5 people were shot 9 days ago during a Dirt Bowl League basketball game. One of those victims, Kwame El-Amin, died from his injuries a few days later. The other 4 victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Nobody has been arrested for the shootings. And since the shootings, the Dirt Bowl League games have been moved to the Dunbar Community Center. Some people say the park is too dangerous to continue having such a big league played there. But others, like Dominique Smith, who has been playing in the league for 6 years, says the park is part of the tradition. And it's what makes being part of the Dirt Bowl so special.
You know, when you've had something there for so long and people have been playing there since they were 15, 16, 17, and they're still playing in their 30s, then it means a lot more, you know, especially to me. So.
A meeting will be held tonight at 5:30 at the Dunbar Community Center for anyone who wants to voice their concern over whether or not the league should continue to be played here at Douglas Park. In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
At its peak, the Dirt Bowl was ranked as the #1 outdoor basketball league in the United States.
We're tracking the investigation into a murder. Kentucky State Police say 38-year-old David Mason was found dead in a wooded area behind his home off Highway 66 in the RJ community of Bell County. An autopsy found he died from a gunshot wound. So far, no arrests have been made. A man admits he caused a 2-year-old's death. Mark Hayden pleaded guilty to murder in the 2013 death of his girlfriend's daughter in Whitley County. An autopsy found the girl died of blunt force trauma to the head and asphyxiation. The Times-Tribune reports prosecutors have recommended 25 years in prison for Hayden. He'll be formally sentenced in August. The girl's mother, Trina White, was also arrested in the case.
It seems UK coach John Calipari just can't escape speculation. Today, there are more reports he might be headed to the NBA. WKYT's Rob Bromley's here now with more on what Cal had to say about these latest rumors. Rob?
Well, it was another story about John Calipari possibly heading up to the NBA. This one coming from Adrian Wojnarowski at Yahoo Sports. The report said the Kings are probing Calipari's interest. It said that Sacramento hadn't made an official offer, but Cal has been communicating with Kings owner Vivek Ranadive. Calipari came out, quickly shot down the report on Twitter. Said Cal, for the 100th time, I have the best basketball coaching position in the world. I am not looking for any other coaching position. Since he bought the team, Vivek Ranadive and I have talked on and off about DeMarcus Cousins. Vivek has asked me what I thought about DeMarcus, and I told him he would be an all-star, and I was right. In the last 2 weeks, we've talked a bunch about the draft, and on draft day, obviously because of Willie Cauley-Stein. At no time has Vivek offered me a job. I will be at Kentucky. So there you have it. Calipari with a strong denial shortly after the report broke this morning.
Rob, thank you. Calipari is heading into his 7th season at Kentucky. He is due to receive a $1.6 million retention bonus on July 31st.